Let's jump straight into the action. Hope we run better than yesterday, as yesterday we ran pretty poorly. Put on some music and we just go on. Pocket aces, we go for the 3-bet here. Here with aces, I think this board we can both bet or check. I think both options are fine. Here I will slow play in position. Here I think I just prefer to bet myself half pot. I think it's okay. And here probably just call down, nothing to do. Here on the 10 turn, I still think half pot is the way to go. Gonna get value from a bunch of pocket fours, pocket fives. You can call a jam, no problem. And on this river, we definitely want to jam this one. Nice. We get check raised. Against the check raise, probably just calling against the click. Turn is the brickiest turn in the deck. And yeah, we'll just, if he jams, we just call. Okay, same hand. Here I think starting with the 1/3 is totally fine. We face a big raise. I think ace jack. Do I want to call this one? I think against him I do. Like, I don't mind. Here stabbing, I think we can, I mean, if I stab, I just pressure out some 9, 10, 8, 10 probably. I'm not sure if the bet is too good, but yeah, I prefer to take the initiative. Here I just check fold. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna still check pocket sevens and maybe value bet the river here. And that's why we just call the river. Okay. Here calling basically for 2 big blinds close to any two because the pot is so small, and yeah, we just have the odds to call to BB open with any two. I think the pot being already that big pre-flop. Yeah, and I think here I will just give up because once he bets and he calls, I'm sure that I'm behind. So yeah, I can just fold. Here we just start with a check multi-way. Flop checks through. This guy snap checks. I will still check this one and bet the river for value. He snap checks again. I mean, I'm sure I'm ahead, so I will just bet something like half pot, looking to get called by some under pairs. Six five offsuit against 2x open from cutoff. I will defend here. Here I will just check raise the flop because I can barrel on a 6, on a 9, on a 7, on a 4. So just gonna check raise the flop. Usually we prefer to have backdoor flush draw, but still I think if we are overdoing it, it's no problem. Maybe could have gone even bigger because we are deeper. And on the ace, do I still barrel? I'm blocking ace 5 hearts. He will fold 9s, 10s. Yeah, I think I will overbet on this ace. And if he calls, I'm just gonna give up. So I'm looking to pressure a weak jack X and hands like pocket 10s, pocket 9s that call the flop because the flop check raise is not that big. He calls, and on the river, I mean, now I'm beating some 9-10, but yeah, I think I will just give up this time. After 10 call, I mean, do I want to bet this one too? Or yeah, like with that many missed draws, I will just check and give up this one. He checks back. Queen 9. What the hell? I mean, was I value betting the whole time? I mean, he called. Yeah, this is like... Here with top pair, we check call the flop. We might have some leads on the jack X, but not that often because I'm sure that he's range betting. And here I will just have a quarter pot bet range against, like, I'm looking to get calls by king X. He calls even pocket 8s. 10-5 suited against min open, I'll just call this one. Here we just fold the flop. Here we're gonna start with the bet on the flop. Queen jack here. I think I can start off with a bet. I don't mind betting. I mean, checking is also fine. They both call, which is gonna be interesting. I think on the ace I will play polarized and play like probably overbet or check, and then this hand I think it goes into the check line. And this hand, I think I will just check. Against turn, I want to play polarized on this flop, and king 5 actually can go both bet or check. I mean, we can go 3/4 definitely with a 5. Here I'm not gonna raise this one, probably gonna raise ace-3 of hearts. I have better bluffs here, so yeah, I will just call with ace-3. Turn is not that great as it completes like, yeah, jack-10, and when he overbets on a straight completing card, I tend to be quite skeptical and overfold. Here we're just going for the 3-bet with ace-10 offsuit, small bet against BB. Here we go again for a bigger 3-bet as we are deeper. This board I wanna play 3/4 or check, and ace-10 I think goes into the check line. He bets half pot. Against half pot I have a clear call on the flop. Here against 2x open we defend deuce 3. So clear call. Turn is a brick. I mean, he can have 5-6 and pocket 6s in his stabbing line, but I don't think that this happens too often. Here I have a clear call against a quarter. And here on the river, probably just going for an overbet. He still bets here. I think he might be aggressive. He might have diamonds. So I think ace-10, blocking king 10 suited and pocket 10s, I think it's a clear call on the turn, and we'll evaluate the river. River, it's one of the brickiest turn cards in the deck, river card in the deck, so we're just going to check. Nice. This time I'm going for the big 4-bet here as we are deeper. Jack 10 suited with 3-bet. Starting off with a quarter pot flop c-bet. And here on the flop I will be very selective with my bluffs, and I think ace-9 I will just check and give up basically. I will bet with backdoors more often. I mean, if I'm betting here, he should fold ace-jack basically. I mean, I can try to fold out some ace-jack, but yeah, without additional backdoors, I prefer to give up. And you just check fold the flop. Here, I think, do I want to step this hand? He might have some pocket 5s, pocket 7s, some flush draws that he will not check jam. Yeah, I think betting this hand is fine to pressure out that range. Nice. Hello, Zikusek. Here against 1/3, I think, yeah, I have a clear call with ace jack. And river, do I want to raise this one? I might use the hand like 9 jack, 9 10 here and just fold this one, yeah. Here can range bet. We pick up equity, so we'll just check back now with a 10. And river, do I have a value bet? I mean, I think against half pot, I'm just using something exploitative here. Against half pot, he will call his 5x, his pocket 6, his pocket 7. I don't think he will ever bluff raise this line, so yeah, we are just going for half. Against some players, you just want to take the action that your hand wants. Nope, I'm living in Arad. It's in the total opposite side as Bucharest. It's close to Hungary. And yeah, I'm living at the 9th floor, and yeah, thanks. Yeah, the view is quite okay, but I like it more in the evening. It's much more beautiful in the evening. Here 9th, I think we can definitely go for the stab on the flop. King X suited is close, but definitely gonna find a bet here on the flop. I mean, I don't mind bet folding this hand. I can barrel on a 10, on a 9, on a queen, on a 10. So I have a lot of rounds to barrel on. On a 4, I think 4 it's great to barrel on. Here we start like big bet or check. Yeah, like this is a shitty gut shot with like I'm blocking like king jack, and I don't mind bet folding. I think he will fold pocket 10s, pocket 9s against this line, so I don't mind going bet here. And on this run out, probably I'm just going to give up because I'm beating ace queen hearts, ace 10 hearts, maybe. I think kind of that's it, but yeah, I'm still going for the check here. Yeah, pocket 9s. Here we flop a set. We just go a quarter for value. And river, I will try to go for the check raise here, to be honest. Yeah. I will just make it big. I'm not shoving against him because I don't expect him to call with worse that often. I mean, okay, but where are you from? I mean, from your name, it seems like you are Polish. Am I right? You are the first truck driver that I know that is watching poker. So yeah, nice to meet you. This board we can start betting, totally fine. He has a bit more 5x in his range than us, so he will be entitled to some raises here. Queen 3. Do I go for the 3-bet here? Like, yeah, I'm not sure what hands do I want to 3-bet here, so... yeah, I'll just fold this time. I'm not sure, so when I'm not sure, I will just not take the line. Here, I think ace-5, it's a frequency called 4-bet, so yeah, I'll go for it because I'm against two aggressive players who have decent wide ranges pre-flop, so... I think cold 4-betting more than in theory with ace-5, it's fine. We get a call, flop. Do we wanna play? I don't think I wanna. Yeah, probably I wanna go. Yeah, I think a quarter is still fine on this board, and here I'll just call with king queen against an aggressive opponent. Here I will still bet the turn and bet the river. Like going bet jam, it's fine. 19.7, it's okay. Here we just call. Here we check call basically again. And the river I'm just going to jam because we fold down some ace queen clubs, ace king clubs, ace jack clubs. Yeah, I think this hand is a triple barrel bluff. Maybe not the highest EV. And here, don't like it, but we need to call. Yeah, we lose both, no problem. Here we check call the flop, we can check call the turn too. Yeah, as said, we still check call the turn and river. It's quite a bad card, I would say. Yeah, and we get beat by king queen, nothing to do. Pocket raise, I'm gonna fold this time. Yeah, you need to study and you'll get there. No, I'm sure that you'll be able to beat NL25 and maybe even move up. But you need to study a bit. Yeah, watch some videos, some training videos. But yeah, I think you can also learn something from the stream. But how often do you work, or how is your schedule? Do you have enough time for poker? Here I just go for half pot. Ace 8, gonna call once here. Starting off with a small bet here. They're gonna increase the size a bit, looking to get all the money in by the river. Just folds, no problem. That's kind of great. I mean, you are playing high volume, which is good, but to be honest, I would focus on just playing 2 tables. I mean, I'm not sure if you play Russian cash or reg tables, but if you are playing Russian cash, I will focus on playing just 2 tables and trying to improve. Even though it might seem less money in the short term, in the long run, you improve a lot and you will move up faster. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start with a range bet, totally fine here. Here I think we might even, yeah, I think with the pot size we'll just pressure out the under pairs in his range. And probably ace queen, it's a nice, I mean ace king might be a nice barrel, but yeah, like he has queen jack, he will never fold probably. I mean, I think I realized my fold equity on the turn, so I don't need to bluff this one. That's a pretty big downswing, I think. Yeah, you have to review the game quite a lot and try to improve. See where you make mistakes and yeah, then adjust from there. This guy squeezes. Do I want to go for the 4-bet here? Yeah, I'll go this time. I mean, with the recreation and the pot, he might squeeze wider than he should, trying to isolate himself with the recreational. And yeah, we're just folding as the jam. You're probably just going to... I'm gonna check raise queen jack here. I think it's fine. I mean, I have a bunch of possible bluffs. Queen jack is a nice one. On the ace do I still want to barrel? I'm pressuring out something like king 9, pocket 6s, 5 6. Yeah, I think I'm gonna still bet this one. I think probably 4 years ago, I think I was working in Germany and as a research assistant in engineering, and I just got into a fight with my boss, and I was playing poker for some time and wanted to take it seriously in the near future. And after I argued with my boss, I just said like, fuck it, let's give it a try and go full time for at least 6 months and see how it goes. And it was kind of a bold move, but what I can say is that in the beginning it was kind of hard. I was not even beating NL5, and I entered the CFP from Romania with a guy, and I learned a lot from him, and I moved up to NL100 with some missed NL200 shots. So actually, I think in 6 or 7 months I moved up from NL5 to NL100, and then it took me like maybe, let's say, 1 year or half a year more to start playing NL200 full time. Had a lot of missed shots at NL200. And yeah, back then I was playing on PokerStars, then I started playing on GG. I also joined another CFP, which I didn't like that much because we were playing on apps and I didn't like the interface and stuff. And in the end, I just decided to grind GG on myself. I think it was like 2 years ago, and from there, like, it's everything. I cannot say that everything went well because I had like 2 huge downswings, but like in the long run everything went well. And yeah, just playing 200 right now. I think I can play 500 no problem, but I like the rush format a lot. So yeah, but definitely after I finish my challenge at NL 200, so I plan to play about 500k hands. I will see. Maybe I will adjust the numbers. I'm not sure yet. But after I play this number of hands, I will definitely look to move up and play higher. Ace 5 suited, I think. Against this player, I will over c-bet these boards for the 1/3. I don't think he will slow play often enough. Here against an aggressive player, I will go for the 4-bet with pocket kings. Here I will again over barrel because on the turn he will only check shove, like mostly value, and I will pressure out 8s, 9s and 10s in this spot, so we'll just go for it. And if you check gems, I'm pretty sure that I'm up against the top of his range, so I don't mind bet folding my flush draws. Yeah, a poker coaching group from Romania where I was coach for profit. So I was playing and I was having coaching like 5 times a month, and I just gave them like half of my profit. Against aggressive guy squeezes, we go for the 4-bet. Maybe now he will give us some action. I think I could have gone a bit bigger with the 4-bet and tank a bit longer. And here on this board, just go quarter pot range. We just go bet probably. Here on a deuce, I think I can overbet this one. Gonna still bet small. And Jack 9 here, after he calls, snap calls the overbet. Just gonna give up because he will mainly end up calling. Okay, so he snap calls with 9-8, and this is... I was not expecting that, to be honest. To be snapped off by 9-8. Probably I'm continuing on the river with King Jack, blocking his King Queen and Queen Jack. But as played, yeah, I prefer just like when he snap calls the turn, it's very likely like on such a dry board that he will just snap me off on the river with a queen. So I think my give up it's nice here. I mean, I think it, like when he snap calls my turn overbet here, he's basically like 90% of his range is a queen, and on a brick river, I don't think he will ever fold the queen. So yeah, my give up on the river is just fine. Yeah, with the volume you put in, you could definitely find a CFP out there. I would say, like, as I already said, I could recommend. So I've not been there, but I recommend from the reviews that I've seen and from the results, I would recommend Nachos CFP. So from Free Nachos, I think that one is pretty cool. Or Metagame from Saulo Costa, but the first choice would be Free Nachos. Against this player, I'll just range bet this one. He calls turn. Probably just gonna check. And river, I think I will just go 3x spot as a bluff, because I think that he will basically fold the king and the weak ace against this size on a jack. I mean, queen 10 completes. I have pocket jacks in this line. I have ace jack, so yeah, I think bluffing this hand is fine, and also blocking queen 10. I mean, if I bet a lazy 3/4, he will just call with any ace and close to any king. So yeah. Ace-6 against the recreational, I will 3-bet quite often. Button against UTG, flop. We'll just go for a quarter here. Turn, I think that now I am beating jacks and tens, and there is no need to bluff here, because when I check, I will just let him bluff a hand like king 10, and I can just call on the river. Yeah, 5 is a brick, so I'll just fold. And he just bets here, and I think with a6 I will just call, because I think he will bluff a lot of his pocket 7s, pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s, and even some king high, so I will just flick in the call with ace high. Okay, queen 7, yeah, it's okay. Sometimes it happens, but a lot of the times it will be overbluffed. If he was to overbet the turn, I would fold. Overbet the river, I would just fold. I think they want you to. I mean, they don't impose like the full-time play, but they prefer that you play kind of a lot. But if you play 100k hands a month, I think it's just. I think it's fine. It's fine for them probably. And besides those, like besides the playing volume, you also need to study and have some coaching calls. Ace 10, we're just gonna check back. I think I can have some raises against the small size, because he can bet anytime, like pocket 8s, 6-8, 7-8, a 6, like pocket 5s and stuff, and I just want to put pressure on that range with this raise. And I also think that if he has a 9, he will probably size up bigger. Ace 8 against the recreational, totally fine. I mean, he's super tight, but because of this he will not 4-bet me often enough, and post-flop I will have an edge, so I prefer to 3-bet super wide against them. Because when I get snap 4-bet I can easily fold, but if he just calls I will just like dominate him post-flop. Ace queen offsuit. Going for the squeeze here. Here ace check. I think I will just call against the recreational. Yeah, just gonna check this one. And here this guy squeezes. Ace queen off, pocket ace. I'll go for the call 4-bet here. This board can play 3/4 or check. Turn we go for the overbet. He still has pocket 10s, 9x, they can call 9x diamonds, 7x diamonds, so we're just going for the overbet here. On the turn here, I will just check raise with pocket 4s. Definitely getting called by some ace highs, and at the same time, if we fold a bunch of equity, like if he folds ace 5, it's fine. If he folds, yeah, like a lot of 2-overs to our hand. And here on the turn, I think I'm gonna check this one, and river probably just going for a thin value bet. Here on the turn, I'll just go for the overbet. Here, just betting one turn, looking to get called by ace high. Yeah, pocket sevens makes sense. Like we will always get snapped by sevens, 67s, and 8s. Pocket 60 with a passive big blind. I will just flat here. Probably just check it down here against some ace highs. Yeah, he overbets the river and we just fold. Jack 9 suited. I think against this player I prefer to call. And basically on the flop I will just fold this one. Could raise with Jack 10 clubs, King Jack clubs, something like that could raise the flop, but with this combo just fold. Here just gonna start off with a 1/3 pot bet. He 10 opens, which I think that weakens a bit his range. On this 10 I think my size will just be 3/4. Here he just folds. Nice. I think pocket ace is still a bet here. He can still call pocket sevens, 6x. King Queen gonna start with a 1/3 here. Ace Jack suited going for the 3-bet here. Pocket is gonna flat this time because the big blind is kind of weak. Gonna take a short break, and here we're just gonna fold pocket threes. Alright, let's go on. This board I play 3/4 or check, and I think that my hand wants 3/4 here. Uh, 5-4 against small size from a recreational. We're always flat in position. You flop a gut shot with backdoor flush draw. Against a big bet, I mean, it's dicey. Yeah, I think I'll just fold the flop because we are not deep enough, so even when I get there, yeah, it's tough. I mean, imagine the 10 of spades comes on the turn, he will jam, I will have to call, and probably I'm always getting the money behind, so... Six-five against, like 4x sizing, mostly flat. Against half pot I'm gonna fold, against a quarter I'm gonna call 6-5 in this spot. Against min open or flat queen three clubs, he checks. And yeah, I'll just check this one because okay, and here I think I will just go something like huge, like oh, I'm blocking queen 8 and king queen, so I'll just pre-X spot. I don't think, yeah, he might have only pocket 9, so I mean, the only hand that it's probably calling, and maybe some 10-9. But other than that, not that much. Again, small size, small 3-bet size, gonna flat here, looking to set mine. Here I will call. We check here. I think with backdoor flush I have to continue once. Here goes half pot. Probably he's range betting here, so we are just going to flick in the call. Then we just fold in this one. He goes for the big bet. I think sixes on such a such a connected board. I think I have to jam. I have to jam pocket, I mean ace queen, king queen, pocket sixes, and there's bluffs 5-4 diamonds, 7-8 diamonds, 8-9 diamonds that I did not raise the flop with. So yeah, I think jamming is fine here. And he's dead. Well played by both. I mean, if I were him, probably I would play the same. Maybe not betting the flop that often. 9-8 against the liquidation. I will always 3-bet here. I just want to isolate myself with him and play a heads up pot. Yeah, and this is just start off with a small flop c-bet. And then we will barrel very aggressively on turns. And here with pocket kings we go for the cold 4-bet. A bit bigger as we are deeper with this guy. This guy calls. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so he calls. Just gonna start off with a 10% pot bet here. Ace jack off against, like, he has kind of a big 3-bet percentage to go for the 4-bet. And here, I mean, he's aggressive. I don't have the, yeah, but I think this is losing. Like, this call is losing probably. I mean, I can just call ace king plus in this line and be okay. So folding pocket kings, it's fine. Even if I'm ahead, he still has like 50% equity. I mean, if he has a hand like king queen diamonds, queen 10 diamonds, stuff like that, I'm just at best flipping, and in some cases he just has ace king and he dominates me. King just gonna check here. I have lower equity bluffs, and on the river same story. He bets pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm just gonna fold this one. If I check raise here, I will not represent that much, because after he checks twice on the flop and turn, he's very likely to check on the river. So for me as in position, will not have too many reasons to slow play, which means that, yeah, it will be overfolded. So here I think we just go, yeah, I'll just bluff this one. We'll just freestyle with the sizings against the passive player. King 6 offsuit opening in this lineup here. 10 deuce rainbow, just going to start with flop c-bet. Just gonna fold the flop. I have better hands to 3-bet bluff, like 4-5, 3-4 in this line, 5-3, because I'm opening those pre-flop. Uh, 8-5 suited gonna defend here. Okay, and here I will just no, I don't think I will bluff my hand. I will just go to showdown and win against some. King is not that great here. Ace-5 gonna go for the check on the flop. Probably going to the check bet line. I mean now raising line. And now we just have a clear raise on the river. You can still call. Jack 10, King Jack, Queen Jack. Ace queen. I like multi-way against passive opponents. I like to overbarrel this line because they will fold a bunch of under pairs when I c-bet, and even if they don't fold, I can always follow through on the I can bet on the turn or on the river. And as played, I don't like this 7 at all, because now he will call me more often on the turn, so I have decreased fold equity. Nice to hear that. I'm happy for you. How much was the BBJ? And here I think I'm just gonna give up this one. Jack 8 suited. Not that. I mean, no, he's playing 14-10, so I'll not raise. Suited ace here. Here I'll just start with the lead. I'll just flat against the fish. He goes small. Yeah, we'll just fold this one. Yeah, when he jams, I mean, if he limped, I would have jammed ace-7 suited, but when he jams, like he snap jams, I think that he can have a good hand quite often. Nobody calls, we'll never know. King queen against the recreational, just going for the 3-bet here. Against this guy who's pretty aggressive, I can find myself calling pre-flop. I think even in GTO, I think it's a call pre-flop king queen suited against the called 4-bet. But against him, I think I have to call, because he has a wide called 4-bet range here, especially with the recreational in the pot. So I think I will just flick in the call. I think that this board favors me a bit because I have more 9s, 10s, jacks, 7, 8 than him probably. He goes big, yeah. Yeah, the only problem here is that yeah, I cannot flat this one. I mean, his line seems too strong, so yeah, we are just gonna fold. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, $120, it's about 60 buy-ins, which is a lot. I mean, I mean, when winning a jackpot, you can literally move up. I mean, when you win the jackpot, you just get like the bankroll for the next stake. Here I get this opponent. I'll just use a 1-turn pot bet. You can just check out like how I always like try to adapt my c-betting strategy against different opponents. Here then I have a clear check. And river I'll just bluff my hand. I think I'm folding a bunch of 10x and 2 pair here, so we'll just go for the overbet. Ace-10 suited, here we go for the 3-bet. When we get 4-bet for this small size, I will almost always flat. I mean, I prefer to flat Ace-10 than King-Queen, because whenever an ace comes, I just beat his kings and queens here. And we were talking about the devil, so here is the ace. But we have to be careful because he still has all the best ace x, like ace king offsuit and ace king suited. And yeah, we're just gonna flat here, nothing fancy to do on this turn. Just check. And here on the river I'll just go 1/3. Or actually even a quarter. Like I expect him to call kings and queens against this line. I mean, he can have ace jack off, ace queen off, but I have to go for the value bet here. Half potting here, range is fine. And he just jams. Is he jamming kings and queens with a spade? I mean, I don't think he's... I think ace king off is barreling the turn. Pocket kings... I mean, I could see him turning queens, jacks, and tens with a spade into a bluff here. I mean, jack's not that often, so I prefer to call ace 10 rather than jacks and ace jack or ace queen, as I unblock his bluffs. So let's think about this one. How many slow plays does he have here on the turn? He has ace queen, ace king spades, ace 4 maybe, ace 6, king queen spades, king 10 spades. So just 4, like I would say 4 combos of slow plays. Here I'll just jam against this sizing. I don't think he ever snap jams a nut flush. I just want to fold like a weak flush. Yeah, exactly, like kings with a spade. I want him to fold pocket 4s, pocket 5s, pocket 6s, pocket 7s with a heart in this spot, which is wrapping by betting small. Okay. Need to take a note on him. I'll go for a thin value raise here with the king against his queen x. Thank you very much. Here 7-5. This at this dip, I'll just call. Here pocket jacks against call forward. I will call. Just fold here. Yeah, I didn't expect him to call with the 4 of hearts. Probably I should have raised bigger. Maybe he thought that I will not jam with a nut flush, and that's why he called. So yep, I'll never know. But probably, and I also had a dynamic with him. So yeah, maybe that's why he also called. And here I think I'll just stab this one pretty often. Here ace queen off. This time I'm gonna fold. Ace check we call against what seems to be a recreational. He snap checks the flop. I expect his range to be quite weak here. Here I will just step the flop quite often, and against 1 BB I will just call ace jack here. Okay. And here 10-8. 10-8 I think we can still value bet here. Against 5-6. 5-7, pocket 6s, pocket 7s, and just check back the river. Yeah, totally fine. Here I'm just gonna bet myself twice. Don't gonna expect him to put too much money into the pot. Here we flat pocket 3s. Just going to start with a small bet here. And he just folds. Here I will go for the 4 bet here, as I think that he's 3-betting me quite wide in this spot. We'll go something like 23.5, enough to generate some fold equity. He calls flop. We go for, I think ace 10 with a spade. We can go for the call, for the bet here. I'm blocking his check jams. And I think ace 10 off with a spade. I'm gonna continue here against the min click. Or I could even jam. Maybe jamming ace queen and ace king off with a spade, it's fine. So here I'm just going to call and we just get the 10. And yeah, we just call on the turn. Yeah, we just get lucky here, nothing to say. But I think against the click I have to call. And here on the river, do I still value bet? I mean, I think it's too thin here because he still has the... Okay. Uh, 7-5, going for just for the call here. I mean, actually I could even raise with backdoors. Yeah, I don't mind raising with backdoors here. Okay, I didn't see the question. Zikusek, about the boards. So basically, as the preflop raiser, the low and middling connected boards are the ones that I don't want to see bet that often. So I would check quite often both in position and out of position. So the range that connects much better with the boards that connect much better with his preflop range. Here against the same player, I'm just trying to abuse him. The recreational call with ace-4 offsuit, because his preflop calling range and his preflop range is quite weak, so why not going for it? Yeah, this board I'm gonna check this time. I'm just gonna fold the turn. No, I would not call the turn there. So I'm calling because I think that because I think that he might overraise me on the flop just because he wants to throw me off ace high, and he has some bluffs, and when he will jam the turn, he will basically have like mostly value. So I would just fold. And on a spade, it's kind of dicey, but I don't think my hand is strong enough. Maybe it's even a fold on the flop, but in that moment, I just thought that his range is like I was wrong because I thought that his range is quite weak when he goes like click there, because I'm also blocking pocket tens, so the only hands that can do this are like some under pairs and some under pairs and some air from his range. And yeah, like I think that his flush draws would check jam, so I don't mind for the flush coming. So yeah, actually this is an interesting question. I'm not sure if I would have called on a flush, to be honest. Depends on the timing and also on a lot of more things. Here against small 3-bet size, we're gonna flat pocket deuces. Okay, what do I want to bluff here? I can bluff 6-7. I can bluff 4-5. With an overbet. Pocket deuces, I think if he folds, I mean nines does not fold, tens does not fold. What does he fold here if I overbet pocket deuces? Yeah, I think his range is more like ace high heavy in this spot, but he snap bets now, which is interesting. What do we want to check and then snap bet? Probably some value. I'm just gonna let this one go, no problem. Oh, 9-4. I'm just going for the ISO here. Yeah, I'm just going to overbet, looking to get value from some flush draws and also folding out 5s, 6s, 7s. And here on the river, I think I will just check back with 2 missed flush draws. Because if he has a king and I go, maybe if I go to X spot, he will fold the king. But yeah, I think with 2 missed flush draws, he might find like some king X calls. So I think the hands that I wanted to fold, I folded already on the turn with the overbet, so it's fine. Yes, exactly. Like I'm playing very player dependent. So I consider that what against a player might be good, against another one might be super bad. So I could even check ace 10 there, but knowing that he will fold some ace jack hearts and yeah, and also some ace 10, like the same hand, I decided to bet, especially with a spade, because I'm blocking also his check gems and I prefer to have the initiative. Yeah, probably like folding on the flop, I think it's also fine. So yeah, I don't want to say that I'm always calling there, so just only calling in some situations. But yeah, probably it's even bad like against any range. But yeah, like I'm not sure. I just saved it for later and I will check it out. Here this guy limps in the button, which is interesting. He goes for the limp raise, which is super bad. But I think pocket jacks is a clear call. He quickly checks back, which tells me that he either has the super nuts, like aces, or something like a pocket pair or some random bluff, I would say. So I will just go with a check and see what happens. He snap checks again, so now I think I'm up against some random bluff or kings or queens, basically, and I will see what happens on the river. Yeah, and he jams, so probably he just has aces in this spot. So when he plays like snap check flop, snap check turn, and then just jams river, I think he just has aces in this spot. Will not even think about it. Yeah, usually clicks in 3-bet pots and in 4-bet pots are quite nutted, but it depends on the opponent. So my opponent is definitely a capable reg, a super aggressive one. So I think he will find some bluffs. You need to review a bit these 4-bet pots because I think because this spot does not happen too often, like 4-betting from bottom, because the small one will overfold. Basically, I'm not used to that spot, so I'm playing more like how I feel in that spot and how I think about the ranges. So I didn't study that often that spot. So definitely need to go through it and see some c-betting strategies and reviewing them. I just know some general heuristics for 4-bet pots in position, so yeah, just fold after c-betting 1/3. Pocket nines. Let's see what we want to do. I think I'll just flat with this passive big blind. We can also squeeze. And on this flop, I think I will start with a lead. I think it's totally fine. I'll have pocket deuces, pocket sixes, pocket sevens, pocket eights, pocket nines to lead. Even fours and fives are okay leads. He raises quite big. I think I will flat once. He can have a bunch of 4-5, 6-5 as a bluff, pocket fours, pocket fives. Yeah, but when he starts barreling here, yeah, I'm just gonna fold this one. It's very tough to defend out of position. And I think that here I will start bluffing my hand against this specific player, because I think by the river we'll get an overfold. Ace 4 suited, we go for the 3-bet here. What a nice flop for our hand. Yeah, I also add some bluffs. I totally, I definitely add some bluffs, but some bluffs that have equity. Like I'm probably, let's say we are heads up. Usually I prefer to donk heads up, and I'm in the big blind, and I call against an under the gun open, and flop comes, I don't know, like 6-5-3. I'm not only donking like strong hands, I'm also donking like, I don't know, queen 10 with backdoor flush draw, like 2 overs with backdoor flush draw quite a lot, because I think that those hands, I can barrel them on future runouts. So I always try to think ahead and see how much equity my hand has, and on how many runouts I can bluff the hand if it's air, and if it's value, yeah, it's just value, I just bet it. At low stakes, I don't think you really need the donking range, because people do a bad job at checking back their weekends. I mean, they don't check back a strong enough range. So when they check back, you just bet a lot on the turn, and you just steal the pot way too often. So you don't need a donking range. But in higher stakes, I mean, you will need this. I mean, donking is good in a lot of spots. Yeah, he just half pot, he just fold. We'll take a 5-minute break to prepare some food and then come back. Alright, let's go on. Just came back with some food. Need to eat before playing football. Sorry if you hear me eating. We'll start playing meantime and change the music a bit. Here we'll flat with pocket sevens. This is one of the boards that I will lead a lot. And here with pocket aces, we're just going for the 4-bet. For the 4-bet here, gonna still lead this one. We get 5-bet, which is a nice sign. I think in position I will always slow play pocket aces. Never jam this one. Yeah, not the best board. Yeah, what can you do here? Yeah, jamming turn was a mistake. Jamming turn was a mistake because I was eating and just thought about getting the money in. Here I missed it, I wanted to bet the turn. Here we'll call a jam basically. Yeah, I don't like the 5 bet, but it's pocket kings, what can you do? Ace king probably. Why he tanks with aces here?
Mai are aia strike flip, alt scop. Nu-mi plac spotul ăștia deep deloc, îți zic sincer. Hai că am citit explicat. Da, e fort. Dar ce mă întreb? Mă întreb dacă nu fiind... Am citit explicat. Da, e fort. Dar ce mă întreb? Mă întreb dacă nu cumva spoturile astea în punctul ăsta, dacă nu-i bine să faci cu flopa și știi? Cu X sau cu una, nu știu, orice BVB, știi? Sau dacă ai vreodată range de 5 bet, de shove, în spotul ăsta, habar n-am, nu știu. Dar cred că oricum băga banii pe flop, oricum la cooler dacă te încălzești cu ceva. Și cred că linia e call, ca să lași să blufeze, altfel ești mort.
Okay, let's go on. Just finish my food. This hand will go basically bet. And river just gonna give up on a heart. But yeah, you are right. I should have just call with aces. I just thought that the in the hand, like I thought that he's always calling when I jam. Like if he has ace king, but probably ace king does not play that aggressive. So yeah, I think that probably I made a mistake there by not just call. So yeah, we flat 5-4 in position. Against 3/4, I think we still have to flat the gut shot, especially with backdoor spades. Turn is a bit better for us because I think we have more pocket turns than him. And you just fold here, nothing we can do. I think king 3 here is a nice bluff. We have one overcard and blocker to pocket trees, so we can. It's a nice triple. And here I think I will just go pot bet. I don't think I need to go too big here to pressure that queen x out of the pot. Nice. We are at the 2 hours mark, probably end up soon. Yeah, a bit disappointed that I did not play my best today, so I could have definitely played some better spots. Like play better in some spots. Did also some nice call downs, but in some spots I could play different. So I think that's it for today. We'll stream definitely tomorrow because it's Friday. So thanks everyone for watching and see you in the next one.